Alright, so things should be getting started here fairly shortly then. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this next race. I'm looking to see how Taggerson can respond, and I really want to see how OddBod follows up that 30.05 that he just notched.
Alright, we're off.
More of the same if you were up here for the first race.
I think Tag had a slightly faster prologue than OddBod because he started. I think he started a little later, but ended at the same time.
Yeah, I think you may be right. I'm not. I couldn't quite see what the time to the hundreds was, but yeah, potentially.
Mm-hmm. Slight error from Taggerson, not getting the extended from that reverse cipher, but at least not dying to it, so it's good recovery.
Yeah, I think he did die to it in race 1, so yeah, a little bit faster than no time, but yeah, that is something that seemed to give him a little bit of trouble.
So far, he is doing much better than last run's City, still being completely synced with OddBod right now. Very well done from both of them. Taggerson being ever so slightly faster than OddBod.
Actually, maybe not. I think he's like 0.2 seconds behind, but yeah, really nice chapter 1 for both runners. And both runners executing that cutscene trick. Ooh,
OddBod going a little too low in that room. Taggerson going for the faster strat in that room, which is almost pixel perfect. OddBod going for a slightly safer strat in the same room. OddBod having some trouble with these battling rooms.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be giving him a little bit of trouble this old side so far. You know, maybe he's just like, you know, a little bit too relaxed after the previous race, but that's allowed Taggerson to open up a small lead here.
Just maybe a little worn out after that PB. Alright, about 10 seconds lost in old site, but he can definitely make that up.
Yeah, exactly. The first couple chapters are pretty short, whereas like I think the IL record for Resort is still longer than both the city and old site combined. So yeah, plenty of opportunity for OddBod to maybe catch up here. Yeah, Taggerson got that wave dash first try this time. Oh, leaves the room to reset the cycle after kind of screwing up the entry strat, but yeah, makes it through. Doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, that is the case with a lot of rooms in Resort. Because if you do die in a room with Resort, the cycles end up being slightly different for the Dust Bunnies. So you actually need to adopt new strats for some of the rooms in case you die. But in other cases, it's a little safer just to exit the room and re-enter so you get the cycle you want.
Yeah, it's really good recognition from Tag, like, you know, realizing, okay, kind of mess up the strat, I'm just going to take a reset that's going to be faster than dying.
Alright, Taggerson getting through that room very well this time around. Definitely going to gain some time there. Alright, so 223 hitting the books button for Taggerson. Let's see if OddBod can top that. Seems to be able to do so. Very good start to Resort from OddBod. I guess it's not really a start, this is like the midpoint, isn't it? Alright, Taggerson going.
Very good run.
Going for the cycle skip here again. Let's see if we can make it this time. Perfect. Is OddBod going to go for the even tighter version of that strat again? He gets it. That is extremely tight. Both of them getting the corner boost in the button room. Which corner boosts, like ultras, are another one of those strats that are really nice to see people utilizing. You just get so much speed from it. Ooh. That was a close call from Taggerson, not getting the wave dash from that dash, but still being able to get to the top.
Now Tag coming up on demo dash.
First try demo dash from Taggerson. Very well done.
Yeah, it took a little bit of time to set that up, but that investment paid off. Ooh, minor death in this long room though.
Yeah. Okay, first try demo dash from OddBod as well.
So 7:39 file time starting out here for Taggerson, 7:35 or 7:36 for OddBod. So yeah, OddBod has actually taken the lead here.
Yeah, and given that Resort is one of the longer chapters in the game, there's definitely always a lot of potential time save in this chapter compared to the first two. So even though OddBod didn't have a great old site, he had a very good Resort so far, and that made up for all the time lost in old site.
Yeah, exactly, and Tag hasn't really had a bad Resort so far. I'd say like maybe a few minor mistakes here and there, but OddBod just with more efficient movement has just taken the advantage here. Yeah, 441 Resort is a really nice time.
Very good Resort. And OddBod finishing up as well, the 424. I think he takes the lead by about 10 seconds there.
Yeah, 10 seconds. That sounds about right. 8:24 on their timer. We'll just see where Taggerson is starting bridge.
Yeah, just
Only
about.
29. 5 seconds, yeah.
Ooh, Taggerson not getting his dash back here. Manages to recover. Oh, and not quite reaching that bubble. Oh, OddBod making the same mistake. Ooh, and Taggerson having to do another backup in that room. Very good recovery from both of them. And this is another tight strat right here that Taggerson just did. Died once on it, where you have to grab the switch on the right first by just jumping through that gap in the spikes, and it's very tight because you need to hold jump for a very specific amount of time. You can't just tap it or just hold it, or else you'll end up hitting one of those spikes. Oh, and tag hitting the top of that spike as well. If you hold jump for too long, you can hit that one. OddBod getting the ultra shot again. Oh, Taggerson ultraing a little too far forward and not quite hitting the ground. Okay, I guess it's second try. Still a sizable time loss though. That ultra is a very risky strat. Probably about 2 seconds faster than doing it the safer way. Ooh, and Taggerson again not getting the extended from the wave dash, so having to take the block there. And again, not quite getting to that second block. Those are two very precise strats. OddBod getting to this auto-scroller room about 8 seconds faster than Taggerson. Taggerson wall jumping on that ceiling while they wait for the block. I love seeing people mess around because you have to wait for the block anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You don't really get a lot of idle time in this run, so, you know, just gotta do some swag while you can. A minor movement flub in one of the snowbar rooms here from OddBod gives us that sweet RTA sync.
Though OddBod still is about 5 or so seconds ahead. Ooh, dying in that room. It's a very tight ultra coming from the reverse wave dash out of that bubble as well. Both of them, I think, got it on their second try. Ooh, an OddBod not going in the right direction out of that third bubble. Taggerson is going to gain some time over OddBod because of that death.
Yeah, 1150 exiting ridge for Taggerson, 1148 for OddBod. So yeah, probably not the ridge either of these runners wanted to have, but good for us because this race is pretty heckin' close so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know OddBod kind of said in the chat after the race one that ridge was kind of a problem spot, and so far as a 30.05 can have a problem spot, so it's kind of bummer to see that come to fruition again.
Taggerson not getting extended from that reverse wave dash on that platform. Okay, now for Taggerson's turn to try the yeet. Doesn't quite get it. Ooh, an OddBod overshoots it by even more and has to go back to get that block. Yeet is a very difficult strat, so it's not something that you see people do consistently. OddBod going for DBS again. losing a lot of time there, but he was committed to getting that DBS.
Yeah, eventually gets it out of pride, I'd imagine, but yeah, that's a significant investment that he made.
I think that gives Taggerson the lead in the race. Let's see.
Yeah, 13:33 ending the secret tutorial, and I remember unraveling kind of being a problem section for them, dying into the last room after getting all 5 switches, so we'll have to see.
Okay, yeah, Taggerson's about 3 seconds ahead of OddBod now. Whoa. Taggerson doing a reverse dash jump off of that. That's an interesting shot. Taggerson not quite hitting the switch with the Seeker there. That's one of the hardest shots in this section. OddBod nails it, but he did die in the room before.
Oh, no,
Taggerson dying in the longest room. One of the longest rooms in the temple.
Yeah, and like I said, that happened in the first run too, so yeah, ooh man, yeah, sorry, that was just like
yeah.
Rough, but yeah.
And that's another one of the issues where slight deviations in movement can cause the Seekers to go places where you don't expect to get them to go. And when that happens, you often have to try and figure ways to get around them, which in many cases is costly because you can die. OddBod going for the demo dash in this room. This is significantly harder than the one in Resort.
Yeah, the one in Resort you can at least set up. This is more meme than actual time save. Oh, but we get it.
He gets it there though. That's probably another 10 seconds gain for Taggerson though. Taggerson fumbling a little bit in the eyeball room. It's a very tough room if you don't get the Ultras first try, because then the shockwaves start just hitting you when you don't want them to, and they can push you out of your movement. Okay, so OddBod's attempts at DBS and Demo Dash did cause Taggerson to take the lead, at least for now. Or did it? Oh no, OddBod's still winning.
Yeah, OddBod is ahead by 5 seconds after all that happened in Temple. Yeah, that's
he must have gained a lot of time at Theo. Okay. First try lake skip for OddBod. Taggerson easily getting that fast block grab with the help of the Kevin. OddBod not getting the ultra, but still grabbing the block in time. Ooh, Taggerson getting cornered at the start of that room. Slight time loss.
Oh, Taggerson going top route in this hollow checkpoint. That's a pretty interesting move.
And he gets it too.
Yeah,
the top room is a lot more difficult than the bottom one, but it's ever so slightly faster if you get it right.
And OddBod
Taggerson dying there. At least it wasn't at the end of the room with the bumpers. So now he does get a slightly safer death cycle here. Ooh, Taggerson dying at the third ravine. That's a very big loss. Guess a second try at least.
And I remember in the first race he did an upwards dash to kind of set up his fall through there, but this time around,
yeah,
you know, kind of looking to save as much time as possible. Didn't go for that setup, which kind of cost them in the first run, but yeah, we did get a second try at least.
And something that a lot of runners opt to do there because it's such a risky strat is that they grab the checkpoint up above, which is about a 2.5 second loss, but it eliminates the risk of doing the ravine skip. OddBod having a little trouble in this room, not getting the extended dash that he wants.
Really nice battle line fight for both runners so far. Okay, well, I'll take responsibility for that death.
Yeah, that reverse extended hyper into Ultra is a very tight strat as well. Because you need to make sure that you actually reverse it properly or else you just dash into a spike. And especially with reverse hypers like that, it's a lot harder to do because you can't tell how far you actually hypered. And so it's slightly harder to judge if you're going to get the extended dash in the other direction. Ooh.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just saw OddBod slipped up a little bit there, landing on the platform when he was trying to go around it, but Battling didn't hit him with the laser, so... Oh! dying at the very end of the last room in Reflection. I think that's the longest room in the entire chapter as well. Either that or the ravine room. Uh-oh. Taggerson, can you save this? Oh, that was a very
incredible.
good save. I didn't even know you can get there from there.
Yeah, that was just really great game knowledge, like just kind of waiting patiently and just kind of like analyzing the situation a little bit, could like not take the death there. So yeah, that was just like really good work from Taggerson at the end of that screen, able to save that. So we get more RTA sync, but the timers tell a different story, with OddBod being about 22 seconds ahead coming out of Reflection. Oh wow, both had 4 deaths in Reflection. That's interesting.
Ooh. About having a little bit of trouble with that second room. I think he missed the wall boost and ended up not going far enough. Still a very small loss for OddBod. Most of the rooms in the base of Summit are pretty short, and 1 death doesn't cost you too much.
And one thing worth noting right now, I think Taggerson's posted PB on SSC is 33:30, so this could also be a solid pace for them potentially right now.
Yeah. OddBod having some trouble in these launch rooms, going for the harder reverse super strat. See if he gets his corner. Alright. Taggerson getting it as well. And their times are very close in Summit so far. Taggerson being about 3 seconds behind OddBod. Taggerson just barely clipping the corner of that dream block to get his dash back.
Yeah, not to impugn on the difficulty of 1,000 meter, but it kind of looks like 1,500 meter might be the main point of separation in this race.
Yeah, 1,500 can cost or save a ton of time because of how long some of his rooms are. Ooh, OddBod not quite getting enough distance there. Taggerson taking that first room a little safe, OddBod going right for the cycle. Ooh, Taggerson not waiting quite long enough on that platform to let it drop down. And Taggerson trying to get the ultra that would give him the cycle skip in this room. A really hard ultra to squeeze through. Oh. And he didn't quite go fast enough, so he didn't know how to save it there. Pretty big time loss for Taggerson.
Yeah, exactly. Just got caught up in that room a little bit, and that's allowed OddBod a pretty comfortable cushion heading into 2,000 meter.
OddBod bunny hopping on that platform to make sure he holds these 2 berries as long as possible. Oh, collects one of them.
I'm not gonna go for the berry in the autoscroller room? Okay, well, fair enough.
I think OddBod's done enough swag this round.
Yeah, and assuming nothing goes horribly awry in this last room here with the battle line tosses, we could be seeing the ultimate swag, the cutscene berry.
Yeah, there it goes.
Very
and then
nice.
he is forced to collect it when he touches down.
Yeah, sadly we don't get the magic of the summit berry.
Ooh, OddBod missing his first 2 attempts at door skip. His 3. Alright, guess at 4th try.
You know, probably only saved, 5 years with that, but yeah, we're doing okay.
Taggerson getting that corner boost in the first room of 2500. Ooh. Alright, Taggerson getting door skip on first try, saving a little time.
Yeah, some issues early on in 2500 meter may have ultimately knocked them off PB pace, but still, they're still on pace for a pretty solid run for themselves.
Taggerson doing this. Oh, that's not good.
Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna take responsibility for that one too.
You've gotten commentator's curse twice so far. He went for the super off that platform. He did it again, just for the swag.
Yeah, meanwhile on OddBod side, they are pretty much most of the way through 3,000 meters here. So yeah, I think it's been pretty solid all throughout.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, sure, now OddBod goes for flag 2. Alright.
It's kind of random if you end up skipping it or not.
I guess it just kind of depends on like when you actually get that hyper dash.
Alright, so OddBod finishes with a 32.05. And takes game 2 and the set.
Yep, so OddBod will be moving on into the winners bracket finals to face either TJH or Flatterby, which match will be decided tomorrow in a 3-game series starting at, I believe, 7 Eastern. And Taggerson, their tournament is not over yet. This was a winners bracket match, so they will be moving down into the lower bracket where Psych has been waiting for them, and yeah, we'll have to see when that match gets scheduled.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello, OddBod. Alright, Taggerson. Looks like he's just calling it quits at flag 3. Oh, no, he's going. Alright.
Yeah, just gonna chill there for a second, ruminate on the decision that brought him to that point. Alright, so Taggerson finishing up flag 1 here and going to be finishing out this match with a, still pretty solid time. It's going to be about 34-20 something.
34-21. Okay.
Yeah, so very nice run. And yeah, so I guess now we'll start the interview with OddBod. So yeah, OddBod, GG to you, and congrats on the 30.05, dude.
Thanks.
Yes, that was an incredible run.
Mixed feelings, yeah.
You're well on your way to being the 3rd ever sub 30 runner.
Yeah. Well, it was really close to sub 30.
Yeah.
Like that one mistake in Temple. I don't know if you guys saw that will haunt me for a while.
Well, that first try DBS was impressive.
Yeah, that was right after the mistake, though. I was just trying to salvage it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a DBS used as a backup, like in any situation. So that was incredible, dude.
What's up?
Hello, Tag.
Yeah, what's up, Taggerson?
Hi.
GG, man.
GG, OddBod. Played great.
Nice. You too.
I could not keep up with ya.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that, like, because like you had 2 pretty okay runs, like still pretty close to your PB. It's just that OddBod in the first race put up a 30.05, and what are you going to do about that?
I did not know about that one. That would explain it.
So, I guess here I'll just ask about the upcoming matches for you both. So, Taggerson, I believe you're up against Psyched in the lower bracket. So, is there a particular word that you would have to describe for how you feel about that?
No. I have no words for what I'm doing in this position.
Yeah, if only they had a word for a potential feeling of excitement, something like that.
God damn it, Tag, come on, man.
I can't think of anything, dude. It's just like, I don't know. My PBs, I don't feel is good enough to be in this position and this far into the tournament. So
Or random seeding.
can't really- can't really figure out how to feel about it. But I definitely do feel like this is my end.
I don't know, yeah, you just have to play who's put in front of you, and can't really. I mean, you still got pretty far in the tournament, so you can at least feel good about that.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, and then OddBod. So you're going to be moving on to the winners bracket finals versus either TGH or Flatterby. So how are you feeling about that? I know this tournament has been going on for a while, so you're like, yay, I get to play Celeste. Or you're like, yay, I get to play Celeste.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it a bit.
Still, it is fitting that the top 3 runners are going to be facing off each other in the end of the winners bracket.
Yeah,
It'll probably be a very close call between the 3 of you.
it kind of sucks that I'm on the opposite side of those two because top 2 are facing and then they're facing me, who's 3rd. That's just random seeding. It feels a bit weird. I feel like Flat and TGH would be the more deserving winners finals, but that's just how the seeding worked out. But yeah, either way, looking forward to that, I guess. I think I have decent chances against Flat because he usually struggles a bit with consistency, and then if I get to play Teach, then well, I don't think he's unbeatable, but definitely I'm the underdog in that matchup.
I mean, no one has posted a better tournament time than you so far, so you never know.
Yeah.
I guess so. It's definitely not impossible, but he's favored to win, that's for sure. But things gonna happen.
All right, well, yeah, I guess if either of you have anything else to say, like any other closing thoughts, especially particularly regarding a brand of Japanese cartoons, feel free to express them now if you have them.
What?
Yeah, screw anime first, and yeah, just I don't know. Thanks for commentating to you
I can
guys.
get behind that.
Yeah, you both did well.
And yeah, thanks for Speed Gaming for putting this stuff on. Shout out to Cyclone who does set up every single race for Celeste, I feel like. Shout out to that guy.
Big shout out.
Yeah, he's been doing hard work resyncing the runs in the background too. So well done on his part as well.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Shout out to Speed Gaming staff. So, like we said, the next Celeste race is going to be the best of 3 between TGH and Flatterby, and tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to keep it locked to the Speed Gaming channel, there's still some content on. We got Ori Rando over at Speed Gaming 5, Mega Man 2 Rando on the main Speed Gaming channel. And 7:30, there's a one-shot tournament that has a race on SG2. And there's the one Rando Shovel Knight, I guess, is on the main channel at 9 o'clock. So yeah,
Check out that.
Yeah, Shovel Knight, that's a pretty entertaining game. So yeah, be sure to check all that out, and be sure to check out the content that these runners are putting out, on a semi-consistent basis. !R in the chat if you like what you saw from them. They worked hard to get these runs to where they are, and put on a really good show. So thank you guys again for racing. Thank you to my co-commentator Programmatic.
Yep, you too.
Thanks for commentating, guys.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, and no problem again. I think that's going to do it for us here. So yeah, have great nights. Hope you enjoyed the show.